Hello, Namaskar, and a very good afternoon to all the viewers watching NCERT's live interactive session. I am Simran Singh and you have all connected with us through eVidya channel number 1 to 12. Besides this, there are so many different mediums through which you can all connect with us. You can also participate in our live sessions by raising your queries, your questions in the comment section of our YouTube channel. और जैसा कि आप सभी जानते हैं, हमारा YouTube चैनल है NCERT ऑफिशियल। और एक बार पुनः अपने सभी दर्शकों का हम अपने इस खास सत्र में स्वागत करते हैं। खास इसलिए हम कह रहे हैं क्योंकि आज है 25 दिसंबर एंड मेरी क्रिसमस टू ऑल द व्यूअर्स, द लर्नर्स एंड द स्टूडेंट्स हु हैव कनेक्टेड विद अस. Well, it is very special segment of our program that we call Teaching Learning Interventions for Inclusive Classroom, where we try to raise awareness about inclusive classroom setup. And viewers, as it's Christmas, so we are also celebrating Christmas. तो आप भी हमारे साथ क्रिसमस मनाइए और जो भी आपकी ग्रीटिंग्स हैं, विशिंग्स हैं, हमारे साथ आप शेयर कीजिए NCERT ऑफिशियल यानी हमारे YouTube चैनल के कमेंट सेक्शन में. इसके अलावा यदि आप हमारे साथ संपर्क साधना चाहते हैं, कोई सवाल हमसे पूछना चाहते हैं, हमारे मेहमानों के साथ जुड़ना चाहते हैं, तो आप हमें कॉल कर सकते हैं इस नंबर पर दैट इज़ फ्लैशिंग ऑन योर स्क्रीन्स. It is 8800440559 and also feel free to write to us through this mail ID flashing on the screen, and one of the mail IDs is dth.class12@ciet.nic.in. तो चलिए अब आपकी मुलाकात करवाते हैं हमारे आज के मेहमानों से. चर्चा में हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं मिस कुसुम धनकर जी.
नमस्कार, गुड आफ्टरनून.
नमस्कार मैम, बहुत बहुत स्वागत है आपका. मैं आपका परिचय भी कराना चाहूँगी हमारे सभी दर्शकों से. मैम इज सर्विंग एज अ प्रिंसिपल एट एवमारिया स्कूल फ्रॉम सेक्टर 28 द्वारका, दिल्ली. एंड अलॉन्ग विद अस द स्क्रीन इज बीइंग शेयर्ड बाय द साइन लैंग्वेज इंटरप्रेटर मिस अनुष्का जी. नमस्कार, आपका भी बहुत बहुत स्वागत है अनुष्का जी. एंड शी विल मेक द कॉन्वर्सेशन मोर easy, more conducive for all of you by interpreting it with the help of sign language. So let's begin this interesting session. Merry Christmas, and ma'am, let's begin the conversation.
Yes, Merry Christmas to all of you. First,
आपको भी बहुत बहुत क्रिसमस की शुभकामनाएं.
धन्यवाद.
और मैम आज क्रिसमस है, क्रिसमस हम सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं, आज हमारा सेशन भी उसी पे है. तो क्यों ना इससे शुरुआत करें कि आज के दिन की क्या महत्ता है. What is the significance of this day in history?
Okay, so Christmas is celebrated for Jesus Christ because Christians believe that he was born on this day and he came for a purpose. He came to give us love, blessings and joy. So Christmas is celebrated for Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's great. और क्रिसमस के टाइम पे आई स्टिल रिमेंबर व्हेन आई वाज अ किड एंड इवन टुडे वी गो टू चर्चेस एंड वी पे आवर ब्लेसिंग्स एंड ऑफ कोर्स वी सीक द ब्लेसिंग्स. और क्रिसमस की जब हम बात करते हैं ना, दो तीन चीज़ें हमें हमेशा याद आती हैं. जैसे एक चीज़ जो मुझे याद आ रही है वो है जिंगल बेल जिंगल ऑल द वे. सेंटा क्लॉज.
Santa Claus, yes.
सेंटा क्लॉज की क्या कहानी है? अच्छा, हम ये तो जानते हैं कि सेंटा क्लॉज जो है ना वो बच्चों को गिफ्ट्स देते हैं, लेकिन क्या सेंटा क्लॉज असली में भी थे? क्या इनकी कोई और भी स्टोरी है जो आप हमारे साथ शेयर करना चाहोगे?
Yes, Santa Claus, Christians believe that Santa Claus was born, his name was Nicholas. He was born to wealthy parents in Paratha, now they call it Turkey. And due to some disease, the flu came and the parents died when he was very young. So Santa Claus got very miserable, but at the same time he was touched by the miseries of all other children around him in that time, that period. So instead of going away from God, he became very close to God and he devoted himself to God. He gave away all his wealth to the needy and he became the follower of God. And because he was a child that time, he was just a teenager, so he got that happiness and joy in giving, and that's how his name became Santa Claus. And children relate with him because he gives, he brings gifts,
lot of gifts,
and they look forward for Santa Claus.
Of course.
Every year by year.
And there's a Christmas tree, the Xmas tree है ना,
Yes.
जिसे हम डेकोरेट करते हैं, उसमें बहुत सारी सामग्री भी होती है.
Yes.
We would also like to show our viewers some of these.
These are small little things like the ball, a bell, because it's always jingle bells, and we also have other gifts. So children in school, when we celebrate, like we prepare for Christmas, so we ask our children to get these small little things and decorate a tree, Christmas tree in the school, and they all do it so happily, and that's how when they get to know each other, they also value the the oneness, that with oneness they all try to decorate the tree, and they feel the joy they get out of it, and then whole month they stand there and look at the tree, and they feel, oh, this is our tree, like they feel very good.
All right. और बहुत सारा सामान भी है. You have brought few beautiful things. We would also like to display it for our viewers. और जब हम Christmas की बात करते हैं, then we have bells, and then there are gifts, and then there is a star. So we have a big star.
Yes. So I have carried this star here. So this is the star, and during Christmas festival, you will all see that each and every house, you go to malls, and you go to restaurants, you will find a star hanging, a big star hanging and lighting up the area. So this star also has a meaning, a relevance to Christmas. So star, so when Jesus was born, it was a pitch dark night. There was no light, and these three wise men were walking around, and so there came a star which guided them to the place where Jesus was born, and they all reached Jesus, and they found Jesus was born there, and the star stood there forever. So that's why the star has so much relevance. That star is for permanency, and star, it is called the Star of Bethlehem. So it has really great relevance, and when people hang the star at their houses, it means the God is there inside the house. The God is blessing everyone in the house. So star has really a great relevance with Christmas.
And along with star, what I can remember is stockings or socks.
Yes.
So is there any relevance of socks? Is there another interesting story behind them? Would you like to share it with us?
Yes. So stockings also, the markets are full of those colorful red and green and white stockings. So people, I don't know if people know the relevance of stockings, but stockings also has a very big relevance to the Christmas, to Santa Claus basically. So I believe, like, since it's winters, Christmas also sets the season winter. So winter and snow everywhere. So people, when they wash their clothes, they wash their stockings, they do not dry up. So some family had washed their stockings and put it next to the fire to dry up. And Santa came over and threw 3 bags full of gold in the stockings. And when they found it, it was cheer to them. It was like, oh, Santa has come and given them Christmas gifts. And from there onwards, it started that people started, hanging stockings outside for the gifts to be received from Santa.
Wow, those are great stories.
Yes.
They still have so much relevance even today. And how do we actually celebrate Christmas, either in our schools, in the neighborhood? Please also mention those areas for our viewers.
Okay, so in school we start from November onwards, we start celebrating Christmas, and the first thing is Thanksgiving. First of all, like before Christmas, we start with Thanksgiving. We have a program set for children, because throughout the year they are taught that whoever are helping them in school, in their environment, at home, we teach them that whoever is helping you, your didi, your bhaiyas, your driver, your carpenter, your postman, whoever, these are our helpers who help us get things or get work done. So we have to thank them, and Thanksgiving is given on 4th Thursday of November. So this time we celebrated it on 23rd November in school. So children, they make cards, and they also put up a cultural program for all these didis and bhaiyas in the school who are working in school, and they all sit and watch the program, and at the end of it they give them a basket full of goodies, which
Oh, wow.
children themselves, they collect and bring from home, and they make baskets of goodies for them and show their gratitude. So that is how first we start. We begin with our Christmas celebrations.
Okay, and it's about showing gratitude.
Gratitude to them, to the didis and
To the ones
bhaiyas
who
who
helped
are,
us.
who clean the washrooms, who clean their classes, who brings them, things required for their various activities. So the peons, everybody who is working in
And
school.
people also organize a feast.
Yes.
Like a complete dine and all the delicious meals over there.
Yes, and they are given treats from the canteen where like they have whatever they like, they can eat.
So how do
school.
students decorate? What all activities are undertaken in the school when it comes to Christmas?
So there is a lot of cheer and fun filled atmosphere in the school, and they all like start gearing up for preparing for Christmas. So they start collecting things, they start learning to sing Christmas carols.
Okay, what is Christmas carols?
Christmas carols are songs which are sung in praises of the Lord
Okay.
Jesus, like you sang just now, Jingle Bells. But before that, I will मैं एक आपको गाकर छोटा सा 2 लाइन
बिल्कुल,
सुनाऊंगी
बिल्कुल।
हिंदी में। अंधेरी रात थी, हवा भी चुपचाप थी, एक सितारा जगमगाया तो मसीह आया, अंधेरी रात थी. So these are songs which our children learn, and then they also learn the meaning, like how it is done, how the Lord was born, how Jesus was born, what was the scene. They also we also did a nativity play, where how it happened. So children sing Christmas carols, and on the side the play is going on.
Wow.
So how that scene is there, like say Mary and Joseph are sitting, and the child is born, and it's pitch dark, and these wise men have come. So, and how it
Jesus was born.
and what was the scene like. So they can visualize the scene, and they understand everything. It's not just it's just not teaching, it's learning by doing also. So that's how they do that, and they learn, and they also go to different schools, to different places to sing. Like they go to a mall is there next to our school.
Okay.
So they go there and sing carols for everyone around.
Okay.
And they go to various other schools and they sing carols. So it's an atmosphere with full of joy and happiness and
Of course, indeed. And as we are in the special segment of our program, that is teaching learning interventions for inclusive classroom. So when we talk about inclusive classroom scenario, how do we ensure that everybody is included in the festivities, in the celebrations? How do you ensure that even children with special needs, they don't feel neglected and they also become a part of it?
So we are an inclusive school. We have our section with us, and we have many students who are studying with us with the children with special need. They are studying in the classrooms. So we have a buddy system.
Okay, how does that work? Please
So,
tell more to our
the
viewers.
buddy system is like we first of all we sensitize our students towards the need of special these children with special needs, and we teach them that they have to be humble, and they have to be accepting, compassionate. They should they have to be accepting. Okay, so these children also are like them only. There is just something different about them, something different about you. So you may like to do something, they can do something, you can do something. It's like that. So they first we inculcate those qualities in our students, and then our students they volunteer to be their buddies. So say for example, we have physical difficulty with some child, so they are on wheelchair. So our students, they volunteer that okay, we will be with them always. We will, you know, whenever we are going out of the class to washrooms or to for a PT period in the ground, or for you know, during interval to the canteen to buy something. So they are always with them, taking care of them, taking them out, and you know, being with them as their buddies.
And I think an important responsibility also lies on teachers
Yes.
along with peers. How do you see that? How do you try to manage being a principal? Tell us more about it.
So that's what I said. See, we have actually had the first case of you know, special these children with special needs was in 97-98.
Okay.
And we have now really, you know, become one with this feeling that okay, we know how to handle it now. That time we didn't, but now we know. And as teachers, as principal, we also educate our teachers for that how they have to be, you know, they have to be sensitized, they have to be, you know, educated. We have had so many workshops, and we have had so many, you know, sessions with the teachers, that accepting, even teachers have to accept, because they have to go an extra mile to help children with the special needs. So and teachers then pass it on to the students, and that's how it's a teamwork, like how we become a team to do our best and take these students in our stride and, you know, take them along.
So whenever we talk about any kind of festival, there is a joy, there's sheer enthusiasm and the zeal that goes behind it. So how do you see that parents, how well parents take this when it comes to children with special needs? Are they also included in the festivities, and how can we ensure as a society that nobody is left behind?
Yes, parents take full participation when it comes to children with special needs who are studying. At least I can speak about our students who are studying with us. And we have since we are inclusive school, so we, like, for everybody, whatever they can do. If there is a physical disability, then they, this has to be cut.
They can
They can touch, they can feel, and they can give it to another student to just hang it for them. And they bring stuff, and they are all they sing carols. They all were singing carols with the whole class. Even they came along with wherever the other students went. So it was like, it is we do not feel that they are not part of the program. They are all included. They are all there. They are as regular students.
And when we talk about inclusion, it is very important to understand and to accept that see, if I am not good at mathematics, I might be good at communication, and that happens with everyone.
Yes, yes. They are very intelligent. Some of them have special, you know, these special qualities about themselves. Like we had a student who could tell, you ask him, okay, in 1998 on Monday, what was the date?
All right.
And he will just quickly you know, say it. So how many, I have never seen any other person, any other student with this kind of quality and skill. So like they have their own you know, positive points and their
wow, that is actually interesting. So it's as a society, it is everyone's responsibility to include everyone in this togetherness and festivals. So it's Christmas, we are talking about festivals. How do you ensure in your school premises that more and more children, they are collected together, they gather, and they should know about the different kind of festivals and the traditions that goes behind it? How do you practice this in your school?
So we have our special assemblies, and say for whichever, like now we had Diwali, last month we had Diwali. So we put up those programs, like we have a cultural program in school, which is the theme is Diwali, and why Diwali is celebrated and what all happened, the story behind it. So children take part, they enact the they enact the characters and the whole school sits and watches. So like that we are all together taking part in, and same is with Christmas, same is with Eid. We also have special assembly on Eid, and Eid is celebrated. That's how we inculcate, you know,
the feeling of oneness.
Feeling of oneness and the joy all the festivals bring to all of us.
So I still remember we used to have special dances, dance performances prepared in the schools, and then there might be some children who are good at singing.
Yes.
And they used to sing, and then we have speech.
Yes.
So how these different kind of activities knit together everything, and also how does they help them in the holistic development of a child?
It's very important for children, for their holistic development, to take part in various cultural activities, because through them you realize the talent, through them you realize the person's potential, and also they get that knowledge which is not bookish but which is real, and they inculcate everything. Without teaching they learn.
Of course.
So it really makes them better human beings, better person, and more intelligent, because they have learnt everything through the play and dance and speech.
Of course.
And the kind of confidence when you are speaking in the audience of your friends at that stage of life, you are just 12, 14, 16, 17 max in school, and the kind of when they speak, and the kind of speech and the aura they, you know, show is like, it sends me, you know, goosebumps, that when I watch them, they're so, they become so independent, and they become so, you know, you can make out that yes, they are ready to, you know, go and conquer the world.
Of course. So with that beautiful saying, I have another thing in mind, that not every child in the class, they are good public speakers. Some can be good writers as well. So what happens is, sometimes a child feels reluctant. Also, when we talk about children with special needs, they feel a bit reluctant or maybe low on self-confidence. So how we need to work on them, how we need to tell them that it's fine, it's okay, and how can teachers get into this, talking with the child and making them more confident in their personality?
So they have we have special educators in our school, and the children who are shy, or the children who are who have difficulty in speech, we have speech therapists. They work on them, and with that they really become confident, because it's very natural, but natural that if you're working, it's like physiotherapy, like if somebody's leg is not moving, you have to go and do it. It's we have speech therapists, we have physical therapists, and we have so many other various therapists who work with them, and at the you can see the progress. It's very, very, you know, visible. Like we had this student who just came to our school, and she is about 12 years. Before that, nobody bothered at home to I also would now interrupt and tell her that parents also need to, you know, accept the fact that the child needs special that care, and he needs to go to a place where he can be, you know, addressed to his difficulties can be addressed. But they, instead of that, they don't accept. That acceptance is very important, because then it's too late. Now she is 12 years and she has just joined school this year. So they have lost on that time where we could have worked on her, you know, for longer time, and now she is like started speaking. She has few words. She says ma'am. Otherwise, she could only, you know, mumble when she came. So now they put her in some you know, judo class. So she comes and, you know, fights with everybody. So it's good, like for self you know, self protection. It is important that you know, they learn some technique. But at the same time, parents also have to accept and recognize it at the early stage, so that we can help them in a better way if they are with us for a longer period of time.
And with that, I would also like to inform our viewers that NCERT has developed a pre-screening tool by the name Prashast. You can also try it and you can also use it. So coming back to Christmas. Now the best part is that we get to decorate, but when we are talking about decoration, we need a lot of stuff like So many things you have
Yeah,
brought. So can
yes.
students make these things on their own? Do they actually make these and try and decorate? How does it work?
Yeah,
Tell us more about it.
yes, this is made by them. So what we did, we gave them this one, we had a, you know,
Circular wire?
no,
Okay.
a string of this grass, and then we gave them the papers and a thermocol.
Okay.
So they cut it, and they, you know, they made a gift out of it like this.
Okay.
And they hanged it here, and they made this, and small little things like these bowls were made out of thermocol again, and they pasted the, you know, this paper on it. So
These
they
are
have
actually made by
students. So like small little things like this is snowman, this snowman also. So we gave the thermocol bowl and this, so they wrapped it around, and they put these eyes and everything they have, you know, stuck on this.
Okay.
So they made this, and it's very, like, they feel so great when they look at the finished product.
Wow.
That, oh, they made this, you know. And they also get stars for doing a better job, and, you know, to just for encouragement. So and they are kept in their classrooms. So every day they see this is my snowman, I made it, and last day we give them to take them home.
Okay.
So now we have winter break. So before, on Friday we had a Christmas program, and we you know, gave them their things made by them to take home and show to the parents also that what they have done in the school.
Of course. So when we talk about this process of teaching and learning, जब हम शिक्षण अधिगम प्रक्रिया की बात करते हैं, तो ये कितना ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है कि आप बच्चों को एक मौका दें. आप वो कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. कई बच्चे बहुत अच्छा लिख सकते हैं, कई बच्चे बहुत अच्छा गा सकते हैं,
Yes.
कई बच्चे बहुत अच्छी स्पीच दे सकते हैं, कोई कम्युनिकेशन में अच्छा हो सकता है, कई पढ़ाई में अच्छे हो
Art
सकते
and
हैं.
craft,
Art and
painting.
craft. Not everything is about books. So
books, not
how
at all.
important is it? Please address this through the platform.
This is the most, like, again we feel like, if I feel that one, like, there are students, they are so gifted, they paint so well, and they draw so well, but parents, again, I would like to, you know, again address this for parents also, that they have to let them do what they like, they want to do, they like to do, and they are gifted children, they can do so well in that field, whereas they may not be interested in academics.
हाँ, जब हम लर्निंग की बात
जब
करते
लर्निंग
हैं,
की हम बात कर रहे हैं, तो आप वो कुछ भी सीख सकते हैं. आज के टाइम पे इतने सारे हमारे पास इतने सारे रिसोर्सेज हैं, सोर्सेज हैं, इतनी अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं, इतने वेरियस एवेन्यूज हैं स्किल डेवलपमेंट के लिए. इतना गवर्नमेंट, इतना सरकार इतना कुछ कर रही है, और वो ये सब स्किल्स में बच्चे बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं. एंड स्कूल में तो हमारे पास सब टीचर्स हैं, स्पेशलाइज्ड टीचर्स हैं, academicians हैं, so they can guide them well. Children write. We have a school book magazine where we you know, put their writings there, whether they are writing poems or they are writing essays or whatever, letters. So we you know, हम उसमें छाप देते हैं उस बुक में, जो स्कूल की एक किताब छपती है उसमें हम उसे छाप देते हैं. लेकिन हम पेरेंट्स को भी ये गाइड करते हैं कि बच्चे, there was one incident, there was a child in 8th standard and he was interested in photography.
Okay.
And we have photography club in our school.
Okay.
So whenever we have any function, children, you will find students from junior school, middle school, senior school having cameras and clicking photographs and of the school and of the whatever catches their eye. And then they, you know, show us to that, and we tell them, okay, publish it, put it on the we have so much social media these days.
Of course,
for you know, for the positive use. And this child wanted to become a photographer, and father and mother were so furious and they were so upset that how can you become a photographer, how can you even think that you want to become a photographer? And then we told them that what's wrong in that, it's a field, he can go to great heights for in this field itself. And we told the child that, you know, for that you need basic education, complete your 12th and then you apply for photography in college.
Of course.
And this child is doing, you know, journalism in photography from in Canada these days. This is his second year. So children can, you know, go places. It's just that their interest and their, you know, skill should be addressed to at the right time.
Of course, of course. So that's why we say that inclusion, that is of course very important, and that comes with acceptance and more about awareness.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time, for connecting with us. This was a wonderful session.
Thank you so much. I am also so pleased, and
We
I'm
got
so
to learn a lot about Christmas, and also we are celebrating Christmas along with our viewers. Thanks once again.
thank you so much.
And thank you to our sign language interpreter Anushka ji for interpreting the session so beautifully for all our viewers. Thank you once again to all the viewers who have connected with CIET NCERT for this particular live interactive program that we call by the name Teaching Learning Interventions for Inclusive Classroom. यानी समावेशी कक्षा का हमारा ये सत्र हम आप सभी के लिए लेकर आते हैं 12 से 12:30, जिसमें हम समावेशी कक्षा के प्रति और जागरूकता बढ़ाने की कोशिश करते हैं। और इससे पहले कि अपने इस सत्र को यहीं विराम दें, एक विशेष जानकारी हमारे सभी दर्शकों के लिए। As you all know that for this academic year 2023 to 2024, NCERT textbooks, they are widely available all across the country. You may purchase them directly from the different sales counters of NCERT that are currently located at New Delhi, Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Kolkata and Guwahati. Also, you can place an order online for these textbooks. And in case if you would like to download the PDF or the soft copy version for these particular textbooks, that is also possible through the different mediums flashing on your screens. In order to explore more about authorized vendors, feel free to connect with us and also explore the official website of NCERT that we flash on all the programs on your screens right there. Thank you once again. This is a wrap up for this program. Merry Christmas again, and viewers, right at 2 p.m. we will be back with another live interactive session. So stay and keep watching eVidya channels. Namaskar.